for the timeline. Yeah, so the Ravenwatch inquiry is the correct one.
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you? Had to sign on for even more heroics? You know the Ravenwatch deals with threats all the time. Trouble is, there's never been a threat consisting of a reborn army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. We know that one of the original ruling members of the Grey Host is rebuilding their army, gathering vampires and werewolves to their banner. Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Absolutely. I'm hoping the scholars at Bankerai Garrison can put the entire puzzle together for us. How a Dureni elf.
Mm-hmm.
What do John and Jod send us now?
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for... As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. Occupying the walls. And they didn't just attack the garrison, they conquered it. I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Firewatch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Then you know how brave and knowledgeable they are. Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Firewatch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbal's Hollow. Even if my mind wasn't clouded with worry, I'm an expert on the Second Era. Thank you, friend.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the First Era. And the other scholars fled? That I heard. Let's split up and go after them. Yeah, my brother Fenorian mentioned something about that. Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
You there. Come. You don't look like a refugee. Oh, that's wonderful news. She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now. Other than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid. Alas, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand. I will return to Scholar Deal's camp. May tall Papa guide us.
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on. Over here!
You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, thanks, Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
This looks ripe for adventure. Maybe a tad overripe.
Just running through. Oh, the place isn't that big. And I guess we could hit the bosses. The book here to the left.
Is that the last of them? Back.
Pressure. Somewhere. Note here on the ground.
Come forward, you godless mongrel. By Tuwaka's mercy, it's you. It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. That is truly fortunate. Lead on, Wayfarer.
Beck, I hope you're watching. I never used to sweat this much, till I met you.
Alright, and I found the top.
The exit. Let us see the sky once more. I came to Bankurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. A Dureni noble. That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. There wasn't much, just that the worthy would be guided to safety.
Just tired of walking anyway.
Thank you again.
Light it then.
There you are. Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dureni connection. A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll meet you at Viridian Watch. Look. There's a sigil, right there. Don't you see it?
That's actually pretty cool. I would have a portion of this as the temp. I don't know. Treasure. Oh, I didn't talk to Gwen.
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. We follow the sigils to wherever they lead.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. That's a good point.
Another one.
If I'm not
Keep
a
going
vampire or
west.
werewolf, does she have different dialogue? Maybe she does.
East. Down that tunnel. Let's go south. Up those steps.
Oh, but up is probably where the boss is. You see the boss in this room?
Another one. Northeast around this corner.
Oh, the boss is in this room. Hurry, hurry. He's dying. Hit him.
Keep going straight.
Tell him what.
Close.
That all worked out. I was sure that the boss was gonna be
This must be it.
in the
Now
other
how
room.
to go about
Up the
opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside.
I want a fancy magic wall where I draw on it and then it turns into a door, aka the chalk zone.
Rada Al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid? Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I recognize this signet. I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandus, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire.
Or have knowledge. Because I mean, her mentor is probably like how old and has encountered how many groups of different vampires
Let's
and
ride.
high vampires and stuff.
Count Verandus, we know you're in there. Open
Okay.
the door, please.
Tall Papa, please keep the ghosts at
Oh my
bay.
god. At some point, depending on how old and like how social you are as a vampire, I think you would know most of the major
Over
families.
here!
Depending on your reality. I don't know. I guess it would vary depending on the story.
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage. Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandus, my friend, my mentor, and the leader of House Ravenwatch possesses a Grey Host signet. That disturbs me. I don't want to do that until I have more information. Verandus and Look, I'm not just going to run in there and hurl accusations at him. Verandus stores relics he's collected over the centuries in the castle's cellar. Always keeps the door locked tight. I trust Verandus, but I need to see what he's hiding. This way. The door's over here. Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
No, thank you. No. I love the climbing animation. Look at the ladder. Look up the ladder. You did it. You have climbed the ladder.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked.
Alright. Interact with the bookshelves. Or books. I've never been to the zone. I didn't get anything.
See if you can find just a crate of relics. Nothing important. Keep looking. Not in there either. Ugh, Veranda. Empty flasks. Good to know they're here, but not what we need at present. Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe.
Oh, I got it from this one. Oh.
Get open. Let's see what's
Oh,
inside.
thank you.
What is this place? Did Verandus use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you? That letter. What does it say? That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not... What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Answers, I hope. That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back. Look around, and hopefully find nothing. This still doesn't feel entirely real. We discovered a signet that looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandis, used to have.
Wait, is Greyholm the same house in Skyrim? Because this looks the same, doesn't it? I need to know. Hold on. Internet. Internet, tell me. It is not the same island. Out in the middle of the ocean. Okay, this is not the same.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Greyhost castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look. While it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there, I think we should survey the island first. I don't know, something gothic and ridiculous. What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them.
Off we go!
Good at this.
Water.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going. Off we go.
definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Roll. Then put your weapon away. Better? No. Oh, the ice wraith took your attack on it personally.
I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside. I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
There's a book on the bench over here.
This place must have been impressive back in the day. The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandis' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction.
Time for a sleepy sleep.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you.
Draw steel! Engage flank!
Can you smell them, Verandis? Pray. When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. Why do I even try to talk to you about such things?
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for? To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now? What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not. For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves. Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe. Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother. And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis. Is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics. Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you. They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals. We have talked, and I have listened. Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction...
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the Dream Walk potion and drink it. You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right? Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dreamwalk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host? Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Ravenwatch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. Then he didn't lie to me.
Right, I'm outside of the dream now.
I guess. After all this time, his scent lingers in this place. Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say? Let me see that. Huh. Ritual's simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council. Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
They're coming for us.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual. Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this. We just want to talk.
Gratis, what have you done?
Verondis, what are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
So you know, Gwendis. Come, let us all speak outside.
A nice little present from Vec, eh?
My reward was nice to have money, but like the other reward was a Rubidite helm, which is garbage. Hey, you did the prologue mission! Here's some money, and then here's a piece of trash. Why did they do
So
that?
you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans and devise a way to stop them.
I started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. Of course, there's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host.
Set likes a quick study.
Oh, cool. Reliquary of Dark Design. I'm gonna... Huh.